Hello there, humans and non-humans alike. This is the Doctor speaking again. I know I just made a video about Anita Sarkeesian, but I did not know that she actually made a video about it. And, well, I would like to respond to that video. I haven't seen the video in its entirety yet. I'm like at the 1 minute mark, and there are already things that I want to talk about.
Oh, sorry, did I shock you?
You sure did. Bit.
Okay, before I started off, there's one thing that I want to say, because there are a lot of people that, I don't know, they say that Anita is ugly and all that. I don't see that, you know, I mean, let's just say I would have no troubles hitting that. However, I think most people have a problem with her personality, which takes her grade down a couple of points. I think that's a problem that people have. But yeah, that's not what I wanted to talk about. So let's do this.
For years, Feminist Frequency has created videos that examine what too often goes unexamined, the way women are portrayed in media.
Really? Did you guys? I mean, maybe I missed those videos. I mean, yeah, video games are a medium, but to say that you're talking about, because the way you say it is like you're talking about all the media. And you're not doing that. You're not talking about the magazines that are usually made by women, that show women in a sexy way. You're not talking about the modeling agencies, you know. You're not talking about commercials or things on television. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken, maybe I missed it. But what I've seen is you just bitching about video games. And most of the time, you don't even have valid points to make. So yeah, time to step off of that high horse, miss.
And how that both reflects and shapes our ideas about women in real life.
Do you know what shapes our views of women in real life? Do you understand? People see that the women in real life aren't like what you see in magazines or video games or all that. Heck, I would love to meet a girl like Chun-Li. I love those legs. But I'm quite sure that that's not gonna happen, because we know what women in real life are like. It's called fantasy, fiction, you know? I mean, and again, why aren't you talking about the way men are portrayed in media? Is that the way men are in real life? Come on now, Anita, come on, let's be honest. You claim you want equality. Then let's treat those media equal, shall we?
Doing this work, I've often heard people say it's unrealistic or historically inaccurate to have female characters in media that are more than just passive sidekicks or eye candy.
Citation needed, please.
But history itself tells a very different story. Although you may not have heard of them, the past was full of women who were rebels, anarchists, undercover reporters, technological geniuses, and even fearsome pirates.
Okay, I gotta say, I'm all in for that. I got nothing bad to say about this.
So this Women's History Month, we're embarking on a new project to set the record straight. A video series devoted to women throughout history who defied the stereotypes and lived remarkable lives. Although each of them is extraordinary, they can help us reimagine the world as a place where women doing revolutionary things isn't incredible at all. It's just normal.
Okay, now I do have a problem. Those women were not ordinary. Those women were doing things that even men, a lot of men wouldn't be able to do. Anne Barney and Mary Read, they were basically, well, many at the time. I mean, they were the only two left that was defending the ship while everybody else was passed out. You know, and I could keep going, but those women aren't ordinary. What you're doing right now is basically trying to make what those women did and like say, oh, that's normal for a woman. You know, that's just like what I'm doing. You know, I'm defying history. But no. Those women were not ordinary. Just like a lot of men that have done great or even horrible things in history were not ordinary men. Okay? Let's get that straight. I know maybe you want like a nice team for your videos, but ordinary women, No, that's not really the correct word that I would choose.
That's why we call them ordinary women daring to defy history. While you may not have learned about them in history books, we hope that by the time Women's History Month rolls around again next year, you'll know each and every one of them by name. Jingxi started out working in a brothel and ended up as the feared commander of one of the largest pirate fleets in history.
And that's ordinary. Okay.
Ida B. Wells was born a slave but became a daring investigative reporter who exposed the horrors of lynching after the Civil War.
Tell me, would you say that Malcolm X or Martin Luther King were ordinary men? Do you know what the word ordinary means?
Murasaki Shikibu lived at a time when women's names were rarely even written down, but it didn't stop her from writing the first modern novel.
The first modern novel. She wrote it. Wow, that is really ordinary.
Emma Goldman's radical ideas about gender and individual freedom got her kicked out of at least 3 countries and labeled one of the most dangerous women in America.
You heard it. The most dangerous woman in America was an ordinary woman.
And Ada Lovelace's doctor said her feminine mind was too weak and fragile to handle advanced math. She ignored him and wrote the world's first computer program.
Yeah, you know where I'm getting with this.
Each episode will focus on one of these women and feature gorgeous original animation with a style inspired by both the person and the time period when she lived.
Hold up. With all the money that you made, you couldn't do this in your video games, those videos about women in video games? And now you're asking like maybe a quarter of what you made and now you can do all this kind of stuff? Huh. Well, okay.
Although their stories take place everywhere from 10th century Japan to the Reconstruction era of the American South, you may be surprised at how relevant many of their struggles are to women today. We think the stories in Ordinary Women will be entertaining and inspirational to a lot of people, and not just because these women were brilliant.
Why not call them brilliant women of history, or the brilliance of women in history? Isn't that more catchy than Ordinary Women campaign? Ordinary Women, yeah. Seriously. Even like badass women throughout history, that's already a better name. That's already a more catchy name than Ordinary Women. And look, I know I'm joking about that ordinary a lot. I know what you're trying to do. Trying to make this seem that that's not really, basically not that hard for a woman to do. But no. Don't take their accomplishments and make it seem ordinary. That's disrespectful.
Each of them was surrounded by cultural messages that said women had to be small, quiet, and submissive in order to be good. But they spoke up for themselves, often at the cost of harassment, slander, racism, and even death threats.
I think I know why you quit that video games project and want to do this. Because let's be honest, this is gonna make your job a lot more easier. Because right now you can go to a time period where women actually were oppressed and where there actually was real case of sexism, and you can talk about that. Wow, you really are a businesswoman, Anita. You know what you're doing, that's for sure.
In a world that was designed to silence and diminish them, they had to be more than just talented. They had to be defiant. We've already invested $20,000 and a lot of effort from our team to lay the groundwork for the first season of Ordinary Women.
$20,000? That's all you had left? You almost made $1 million. You only have never mind. I'm not gonna go too much in depth to this. I already made a video about that. I'll put the link in the description, but yeah, this is business practices at its best, or worse, depending on what side you're on.
But we need your help to make this series a reality. One of the most rewarding things about my work with Feminist Frequency has been watching an incredible community of supporters spring up to show how much they care. About me, about the work we do, and about improving how women are treated in our culture at large.
And like I said in that other video, I don't really understand how you still have that many followers. How they're just willing to throw money at you while you haven't even completed your first project. And to be honest, I think that I think mostly all women and guys that want approval from feminists are just giving you money and they don't even look at your videos. To be honest, yeah, well, they are about video games, so let's be honest. A lot of people aren't even going to watch that. They're just going to see you, like, say all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm doing this for the women, I'm doing this for this, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, sure, here, have some money. But then I doubt that they've actually been watching your work, because anyone that would actually like research what you've done would be able to see that it's not worth all that money.
We hope you'll join that community and help us bring these stories to life in a way that celebrates not just the potential of women, but the incredible things we've already accomplished despite the barriers trying to hold us back.
Yeah, I won't be joining. You want to know why? Because I don't want to fight just for one group, being women, blacks, whatever. I want to fight for the entirety of mankind. I want to fight for all our rights, that we're all treated equal. If you were doing that, you would have me right there behind, well, probably not right there behind, but you know what I'm trying to say. You would have me on your side if you were trying to actually fight for equality, you know, and show the struggles of everybody around the world. Then you would have me by your side. But I'm not going to join a new age feminist group that sees like everything as sexist, homophobic, and racist, and feel like they have to point it all out. Your words, by the way. I won't be joining. But like I said, all the power to you. Do you. That's all I'm trying to say. You won't get any hate from me.
These women's stories have moved us, inspired us, and resonated with our own lives in ways that we never expected. And we can't wait to share them with you.
Well, I do hope for one thing, that you will read the stories of these women, because I know many of these women. I love history. So if you're talking bullshit, I'll be right there watching you, because I love history. And yeah, what I was trying to say is, I hope you read the stories of these women and actually learn from them. That they didn't get where they are by playing the victim. They did not get where they are simply by seeing sexism where there was no sexism. I really hope you do. So yeah, I guess that's the video about our new project. Like I said, I already made a video giving my thoughts about it. The link's in the description, but on one hand, I am kind of interested in it, because like I said, I love history and I love badass women. If you put those together, you got me hooked. Let me put it like that. But this is Feminist Frequency, so I am worried that they're going to fuck it up again. And please, Anita, don't fuck this one up. Alright, be serious about this one. The video game project wasn't for you. You fucked up. Shit happens. Don't fuck this one up. Please don't.